This probably never gets easier.
Yeah, but it does get us right into the question of the video, because our question is, what qualities, I think, do you admire in other people? And for me, it's...
But sorry to
No,
interrupt. Is it like qualities that you admire in others that you don't have, or like
that you also have?
as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
depends.
Yeah, but for me, it's probably more things that I don't. I mean, I also admire things that I myself consider having, but like the first things that came to my mind were things that I'm not necessarily a pro at.
Yeah, me too.
Which is, for example, handling awkward situations well, or like
that's a good one.
giving other people comfort and making them feel comfortable to just share stuff themselves, to make them feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable.
Yeah, but why would you say it's so hard?
Because you have to be the chilled one, the one that isn't cringing, but I'm
always cringing.
no, but in kind of tricky situations, like socially wise, I'm usually
what now?
like the help.
Yeah.
My eyes cry for help.
Yeah.
So that's actually, I'm trying really hard sometimes to like make it
uncringy.
Yeah, but it's not something that comes natural to me.
I don't know. I've been trying lately, or for a longer time now, that I tried to make situations that are cringe not so cringe, just by not
labeling them as cringe.
Not
not cringe.
Internalizing them as awkward, because I just say it's normal, and I try to feel like the other person is not taking it in an awkward way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's okay, it's normal. And also sometimes I feel like the situation was cringe, even though it probably was just a normal situation. I don't know, and for me it was new and I didn't know what to do or something like that. But the other person didn't even see it that way. So
yeah, definitely.
I try to often be like, it's okay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the point, because people that are really not like us, kind of, they also experience situations that I would consider cringe or awkward, but they just don't label it as that. They don't experience it as cringe.
Yeah.
For them, it's just like, oh yeah, that happens. Anyways.
And I feel like for other people that witness these situations, it's not, they don't feel like this awkward feeling, because you feel another feeling, like it's funny, or like, I don't know, they said something that makes you feel another emotion, but awkwardness. Because when they're confident in what they do, it doesn't seem awkward or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually leads me to the second thing I wrote down, which is confidence. People that are just confident, even though they are like, what the thing they're confident about is really something silly.
Like, for example,
I don't know, like a presentation that's really not that good. And like, we all know it's not that good, but they're like, no, it's great.
Okay.
And they don't even, maybe I don't know if they know deep down that it's kind of
trashy.
Yeah. But they're just not even considering that it's a dumpster fire. But because they're so confident about it and so certain and firm about their, for example, presentation, that the other people, they don't dare basically to say something against it.
Yeah.
Because usually people are quite intimidated by very confident behavior.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, yeah, I'll go with that.
You can't say anything because you feel like the other person has more
Authority, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
and arguments to like
Prove their
even
point.
even if you try, they have too many arguments. You can't win.
Yeah. You don't even wanna try
No.
challenging them because you know they're so, or they seem so strong
Yeah.
in their opinion, and they seem so like it must be right, even though
it's not right.
yeah, even though it's actually pretty crap. I'm like, who gave you permission to be so confident
Who did
about something
this?
that stupid, literally?
Yeah.
Like when my presentation is a little bit off,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak, I'm like, I even mention it. I would mention it and like apologize
Sorry.
for it being kind of like for making this mistake or for not having it perfect.
Or like those small things I had just thought of, like, did I open the subway door the wrong way? And the other people, if they struggle, they just do it like with confidence. And I'm
Yeah. Sorry.
don't look at me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I also thought of spontaneity. Is that a word?
What? Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
But would you say you're not spontaneous, and that's what you think is hard?
I think I'm spontaneous in some ways. Like when you ask me to go on a cool trip with you tomorrow, then I'm probably in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more like coming up with something on the spot, for example.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Because I always need time to think about things,
Yeah.
to process them, and I'm not really working well when I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
So, well, like, it's very uncomfortable for me. And also just being kind of laid back or not stressing so much about little things. I mean, obviously, but we're talking about this like all the time.
Yeah.
But for example, before an exam, I'm like in school. I used to be extremely anxious
Yeah.
before most of the exams actually.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had learned, like
Enough.
I definitely studied a lot, so
Yeah.
I shouldn't be so anxious, and I was like so nervous, and people that didn't study as much were like completely chilled,
Yeah.
and they also made it. So
They got through it even without so much pain.
yeah,
What has this to do with spontaneity?
I don't know.
But I just wanted to say, for me,
Spontaneity.
spontaneity. Being spontaneous is probably hard in ways of changing your schedule, like beforehand, before something, I don't know, like changing my schedule for tomorrow. Like I have everything planned, and if something changes, I probably have to like
Throw it all away.
yeah, and make a new plan, like completely new.
Yeah.
What do I wear? When do I go somewhere? What do I have to buy? When do I have to wake up? What hairstyle am I doing? Everything, the whole thing, and I hate that.
So you would like to be more chilled about
My plans, yeah.
yeah, to just yeah.
Be like, yeah, then I'll change that, and it's okay. But it's not okay.
Okay, then another thing that's a little bit different to the things before is acting. Or like really. Yeah, I
Where
know
does
it's.
this come?
I don't know. I just
from?
because. Anyways,
The third thing you want to
yeah, acting, because I kind of paid more attention to that in the last time. That like really tricky. Or, like,
No. You wanted to say yesterday when you watched Heartstopper?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean also, but it
Okay.
started before that.
Okay, sorry.
But I also, of course, was like, wow, how are they doing this? Because when you like watch interviews of the actors talking about the process of filming, then it's even more interesting because you get the insights, and they're oftentimes really admitting basically that it's been awkward, like filming an intimate scene. It's always awkward.
Yeah.
Like an actor said that. I think it was David Tennant. Yeah. British actor, Scottish, and he's like, he has so much experience in acting, and he was like, yeah, they're always awkward. Of course they're always awkward. And I was like, wow. But I thought at some point they're just handling it and just winging it, like even the difficult scenes. But apparently they're still sometimes awkward, but they're so good that they don't show it.
They just get through it.
Yeah.
They probably have done it so many times that...
Yeah.
Let's get over with it.
But still, it's so vulnerable when you're like doing a scene where you have to like cry or scream or be extremely silly or act drunk or something like that.
Would be my end.
Yeah.
The death of me.
It would end you.
Yeah, it's end me, yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm just like really, really like fascinated with that. Nobody thinks of this as awkward.
Yeah, that's probably
on the whole set.
The thing why you can handle it.
Yeah,
because everyone else is like, you have to do it for the scene, and it's not awkward. We have seen this like 100 times and even more.
They're literally expecting it.
Yeah.
And it's not irgendwie.
What is happening? I don't understand.
It would be somehow... No, I forgot what I wanted to say, but they just expect it.
Yeah.
They expect you to act like that, because people that are not like involved in acting would probably be like very overwhelmed by the behavior.
What's wrong today?
Behavior
Yeah.
of like a difficult scene that you have to act. So it's just really normal. But that's what like kind of doesn't get into my brain.
Yeah.
Like I can't wrap my mind around that's just normal.
Wow.
But it is.
It's their job.
Yeah, I know.
They do this every day, so I think...
Yeah. I think it's really cool. It's amazing that they can just be like that. But still, like being able as a person to just put it all aside, even if it does feel weird, and you just can focus on your job and be like, no, yeah, that's what I just do, even though and you just pull through it, even though you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's something. That's the thing I
That's crazy, but I think you have to be a certain personality type for this, because not everyone could do it.
I think it's not necessarily a typical type, because like there's every personality type when it comes to acting.
Yeah, I didn't mean like the MBTI types, but I meant just like there has to be a specific trait that you have to own.
Yeah.
That makes you okay with doing this. The one thing that I came up with actually is I really admire it when something, it's a little like the spontaneous thing, if something goes wrong, like that they planned beforehand, and they are just like, yeah, okay, it went wrong, but I'm like okay with it. Like it could be as small as if you're expecting a parcel, like something that you ordered online, and you expected it to arrive today at 10 a.m. or something like that, and then you get a message like it couldn't be delivered or something like that, it will arrive tomorrow, and then you're like, no, I want it to be today.
Yeah, but you mean just because you want it, or because you have something else planned that you need it for? Because that would be, I think, a little bit more complicated.
But I feel like it's kind of something of both.
Yeah.
Like because I wanted it, but also because I probably planned something with it already.
Yeah, and you mean like the ability to just adapt and find a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll find a solution that will work, but just being okay that now I have to overthrow everything and just come up with something new without being like devastated about it.
So it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
I think it's just also something that you can actually practice by just accepting it. Maybe not leaning into the stressful emotion that you feel when something doesn't go your way, and you're just like, I don't want to feel that deeply.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to feel the stress so deeply, so I just choose kinda, like, up to some point I think you can choose it. Just be like, because I don't want to feel that way, I'm not
letting it get to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing. Didn't like Charles Darwin say something?
Sorry, Mr. Biology.
It's just like the most basic. It's like one of the. This word does not exist. No, there's like 4 or 5 huge upsets. That's not a word, but like situations where humanity was extremely upset because we did learn that in ethics. Like that there's a heliocentric
system.
Yeah. Not like Earth is
the middle, but sun.
Yeah.
Oh, now I remember. There was something that the people were so gekränkt of it. They were so upset. It's like one of the 4, but what is the other 3?
This, and like I think another thing is that Freud said people are not very rational, but they have like these urges that are very irrational because people thought that they were so smart and only doing logical things. Plot twist. They don't at all, actually.
What? And what are the other 2?
But actually, what was it I wanted to say with Darwin? Like one of them is also the evolutionary theory that God didn't create man just like that.
Yeah.
But it like developed from a cell to what we are now.
Yeah.
That's another one.
What? So 1 is missing.
There's like only 3. These are the most important ones. Like, yeah.
But what has this to do with my thing that I can't cope with? Something that doesn't go my way.
Because Darwin also said that like the survival of the fittest.
What has this to do with me?
Because the fittest always finds a solution. And he's like not wasting a lot of energy on like the problem, and he's like, no, it's like not going my way, and I'm now on a strike. I'm like protesting. But if you're adaptable, then you just, and that's exactly, you're just, okay, it's like that, now I have to find a new solution. And I have to change, and that's why humans survived and mammoths not.
So I'll just extinguish because I'll won't adapt. I won't adapt.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Yes. Like, I wanted to emphasize that that's actually like a really huge thing. It is very grand, you know? Being able to adapt to something is
it's
great.
A survival. Yeah, it's kind of the same of like the
what Darwin said. Yeah. Anyway, let's call it an episode.
Let's call it a day. Our brains, or at least I speak for myself. My brain is like fried. I didn't sleep very much. Oh. This night it was like not whatever, and I had to wake up early, so it was a stressful day.
But I think it didn't show really.
Okay. Well then, good.
I think our talk wasn't a lot more confused than it is usually. So.
Yeah, probably. But we have to, like, because we teasered it once, like the last time. Next, I'm calling it again, and then it won't happen again. I'm just saying, this will probably be the last episode in this
Wonderful
setting.
studio.
Ooh, yeah. You mean my bedroom?
I didn't want to say it like that, but
It is what it is. Yeah. Well, hopefully it works out. For now, really. Like, but yeah. So say goodbye.
To this beautiful place.
I hope you enjoyed the question. You should check out our Instagram and our TikTok. We will be loading up some videos there.
Will we though?
Hopefully. Well, you see. Good.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. So
thank you for watching.
thank you for listening
Or watching.
or both, and bedankt.